Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. The elections is coming up. Anambra State election is coming up on the 6th of November. INEC have not changed the timetable. Neither have we heard anything from the federal government in respect to postponing it. Instead of that, we are seeing so much military going into the southeast. But right now, Masab have this to say about the Anambra elections, and their position is being supported by some few points that they have made very clear. We're going to be looking at what their position as it concerns the forthcoming election, which will be coming in the next 5 days. What's that standpoint? But before we give you full details of that and for the analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. The Anambra State governorship elections slated for Saturday, November 6th, had received the backing of the Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra, MASOB, which formally declared support for the closely watched governor's race on Monday. The upcoming election has raised concern in the light of the insecurity situation in the country and a declaration of a 1-week sit-at-home protest in the southeast starting from Friday, November 5th by the separatist group Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. Although IPOB has stated that it has not called for a boycott of the election, there is fear that declaring a sit-at-home during the period of the election is an implied protest against it. Rising from its national meeting presided over by its leader, Uchenna Madu, Masab said the Anambra election must hold on Saturday for the interest of the Igbo people. In a statement issued on Monday by Masab National Director of Information, Edison Samuel, the separatist group noted that the implication of not conducting the election would be grave for the region. That having studied the political, economical, religious, and social implication of not having a credible election in Anambra State and the political mourning that may erupt by imposing a non-representative of Anambra as their governor, Masab declared that the Anambra governorship election slated for November 6, 2021 will hold as announced by INEC. Insisting that the election must be peaceful and credible, Masab disclosed that it has issued instruction to its 21 local government area coordinators, 3 senatorial zonal leaders, 310 provincial administrators, and all its securities to assist in effecting a peaceful and credible election in Anambra State. The group encouraged the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to go ahead without distraction to conduct the governorship election on Saturday. Masab further advised the people of Anambra and other residents to exercise their fundamental and constitutional right of electing their next governor, because Anambra political space will never be in a vacuum. That Masab position on this weekend Anambra governorship election is for the interest of Ndigbos. We can never allow or give unfortunate legal room for outsiders to dictate our political and economic future. Stressing that its position does not mean derailment of the Biafran struggle for actualization and restoration, Masab said we must always consider the overall interest of Ndigbo first before group or individual interests. Wow. That sounds rather very interesting. Now, one of the things about the issue of election or boycotting election or stopping election, it will call for an emergency government, which most of the time the leader of such government may not necessarily come from, the particular state. It could be a case of state of emergency where the military may come in, a military administrator may be elected, to start running the face of the state because of the chaotic situation of such states. So as at now, based on what Masop is saying, they are kind of, for me, countering whatever that will happen to prevent the election from taking place on Saturday, the 6th of November, 2021. And another thing that we must clearly state here is the position of also other groups. For example, IPOB. IPOB had said that they do not want to disrupt the election, but somehow their actions and their activities may kind of influence that election from not taking place. That's what a lot of analysts have to say about it, because they say there's no sit and room. And I think the reason why most people are really scared and looking at the instruction of IPOB as a hinge against the upcoming election is because whenever there is a sit at home, enforcers are always on the streets, though severally IPOB will normally deny it, that they don't have anything to do with the enforcers, that the issue of sit at home is strictly voluntary. It's just a show of support for their leader. But then oftentimes when it happens, people are being forced truly to stay back at home. We've seen cases where cars have been burnt. We saw a truck filled with so much goods coming from a far distant place as he wanted to en route the state where they were sitting at home. It was being stopped, and everything in that car just went like that. IPOB said they were going to carry out investigation and also get to know those who are behind it and that they are really, really against them. But I don't know how much they have given into it. But from all indication, IPOB said they are not against it. But Masop here is saying, in as much as we are still pursuing, the realization of IPOB, we will not sit back to watch those who are not indigenes of our state come in to run the affairs, because oftentimes when that happens, it doesn't really all go well. You're going to see a situation whereby some decisions will be taken which is totally, totally discouraging. Call it disastrous, it may not be wrong, or it may not, decision will be taken which contravenes everything that is positive about the state. That's why most people always want it to be at least a democratic leader, so that at the end of the day you are so sure that you are not suffering from any kind of backstabbing because of opportunity to lead the state and all of that. So right now the issue is generating so much tension, and Nigerians are speaking. We are going to be listening to some few persons who have responded to what Masop have to say. And this one says Masop had always been a betraying group that pretends to be working towards the realization and actualization of Biafran nation. They go behind to get money from government, and they come out to pretend as if they are truly in the struggle. Another person here says that Masop is just a pressure group existing strictly for money making. Say they are existing strictly for money making. Another person here say, Masop, when last did you guys make any decision that is productive to the entirety of Ndigbo? You people are just existing. For me, it's just a fanfare group looking for who to sort them out.